This has been Strictly Ball Business.
Strictly ball business.
Strictly ball business.
I like that video.
Shit.
Now, let's talk about Desmond Bane. He had a breakout season, probably one of the most improved players that flew under the radar a little bit. What do you think of Desmond Bane? How far do you think he can get into this? Can he be an all-star one day?
Well, Desmond Bane, obviously an incredible shooter, shot 43% from three last year. He hasn't shot below that in his career so far in the first two seasons. He's already one of the best shooters in the league. He looks like he can be a solid defender as well. So, I think he can be a type of guy that demands a maximum contract. I'm not gonna lie.
For the Grizzlies, they will probably have to end up paying him.
I think ultimately, a guy of that talent, he's going to ask for pretty close to max, and most teams are gonna give into that, especially the Grizzlies. And he's going to end up being worth it because he's going to score over 20 points per game for most of his career. I think he's got a few All-Star appearances in him, and for this season, I think he can definitely ascend what he did last year. In 18 points per game, I think he could definitely get over 20 this year.
Yeah,
I think that's the goal. Maybe shoot for an all-star season if you're Desmond Bane. I don't see it happening this year, but maybe.
Yeah, if they keep making the second seed 2 years in a row, you gotta say
possible.
They have to justify the all-star.
Hey, if he's averaging over 20, if he's averaging 23 even, he gets a 5-point increase, that's pretty ambitious, but yeah, it's not inconceivable just because there's not a ton of scores on that team to begin with. So maybe he can get to that point.
Yeah, I would give him the All-Star over Jaren Jackson just because I have not seen enough of Jaren Jackson to justify an All-Star. He was great defensively, but Gobert had to do offensively and be hyper efficient in what he does to get that All-Star nod. So I don't see Jackson.
Yeah.
So if anyone was to get it,
Gobert has had to be elite at his defense to get his nods.
No,
people still disrespect him. People still argue that he's not an all-star some years.
Exactly. So I can see that there, but there's a few things I'd like to see him improve on. Not just his scoring. Obviously, he's one of the best off-ball players in the NBA. Can hit off a flop, he can hit off a curl, flare screens, he does it all. Very impressive to watch. Guy can shoot, defender in his face, no problem. But he's an active player on defense. You see him, it's not like he's taking plays off, which is super nice. It's not, he's out there competing. But sometimes that's not enough. He's a very short arm, limited by his size and speed. I'd like to see him get a little better at defense there. Come on, bud. I'd like to see him get a little better at defense. I'd like to see him lean more into playmaking, though. They're really lacking a second scoring playmaker on this team. They have the Anthony Melton. He does fine, but he's more of the spark off the bench. That's not his role.
They lost the Anthony Melton.
Yeah, they had.
Dude, what a dump.
What's that?
The AT&T 5G. What? It's not T-Mobile anymore? It's not Sprint? What? They got rid of T-Mobile?
What happened?
You're AT&T now? The fuck?
I have heard. I really don't care.
I'm on T-Mobile, so I'm flabbergasted.
You're bitten.
Big man.
Fred, don't do it. Don't do it. Damn it, Fred. All right.
Oh, yeah, actually did.
Yeah. No, he's gonna be great. I compare him to Chris Middleton, just like Ja took over. Ja averaged led the team in points, rebounds, assists, steals, and turnovers, and he just kind of is supplementing. They come in, we need some scoring. That's what he was there for. So I think he can certainly get to All-Star. I think he can get 3 or 4 under his belt. He's a very underrated guy.
Yeah, I think the scoring's going to go up a lot for Desmond Bane. He only shot 7 threes last year per game. If he can get that to 10 this year.
10, 11, Buddy Hield guy. Just let him yeet from 3. He's not bad. He has a pretty good inside game. He's pretty physical. He's just a second-year player, a rookie. So second-year player. So he's just gonna need a little bit more time before the refs start giving him those calls.
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, if he can get to the line some more and get like, I mean, how many free throws did he average per game last year? Do we have that on here? I don't
He
think
just shot like 91%.
think it was much.
I think he did
shot
not
very
shoot that much. Ja was the one that had led the team in free throws, and I think the Anthony Melton was there too. And then Brooks. So he actually did. I think he was like 4th or 5th.
I mean, if you get Desmond Bane to like, 6 to 8 free throws per game, I think that would help out a lot. Like, I don't think he's averaging that much. And I think like you do that, that just gives you an automatic floor with your scoring that's higher than what it is right now. Like, he can easily be a 23 point per game scorer like every year of his career, in my opinion. Oh, come on. Fucking shot clock. Couldn't get open.
That D. That's that good D.
No, give him that good
Come on,
D.
Zaire.
Who got that good D? Who got that good D?
Hit him with it. Oh, where you going, buddy? Come on. Back door. Back door. Let's go, baby. All right. No, definitely. Is there any more time for Diana? I think.
Yeah, I think we can move on from Desmond Bane.
That's a wrap for us, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. We love talking about basketball, and you love listening to us. So it's a match made in heaven, I think.